My bad. My ass being fat right now. But what's up, y'all? This is Jim. This is Jim's RI, and I'm K. I'm on here because I was scrolling through YouTube. I didn't try to do this video like 3 times, but I'm still going to do this video. Um, like I said, I was on YouTube earlier, and I seen this Roland Martin. He did a clip on the 6-year-old boy um, that got shot. I guess the guy who shot him, they put him back into custody. So I was like, okay, cool. That's good news, because that was absolutely ridiculous what was going on. But I kind of like how they said they would handle the situation, and I'm gonna give you my outlook on how I would handle the situation. But I do want you to listen to it. It's about 7 minutes long. So we're gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna give my input on the video as well. So I might be eating while we listening to it, and I must periodically stop the video, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, so let's get started.
Oh, 6-year-old boy is recovering at home after being threatened.
They just showing the video. What's going on? You don't hear it.
All Daniels were outside on their bikes when they stopped and left one of them in front of Ryan Lewin home. When Kobe went back to get his bike, when he said to the child. After that, shot a gun through the window, hitting Kobe in line with an intent to raise the bond. No shit, Reese.
To me, what said, get this motherfucker to look. I don't believe this election chair. I believe he put amongst the people that he hates the most. I have to sit there and live with him. No contact. It is something you shot on a child. And you shot an unarmed child, and you really sitting here thinking you even gonna go to prison and be amongst your people. You got the game fucked up. No, we about to put you where you really don't want to be, and that is with the black community. If you don't like that, you live around black children, and you don't like the fact that you have and you can't, and you don't like the fact that you how am I trying to say that? You know, like the fact that you have to surround yourself with us. You know what? We're gonna strip all your rights away, and we're gonna actually put you there in with them, and then they can tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. But as black people, you know how that's gonna turn out. We're not even gonna hurt that man. You know how it's gonna turn out? He gonna end up loving us. At the end of the day, he gonna end up loving us. And that's the real effect you put on black people. I mean, on hate crimes, because this was obviously a hate crime. But let's get back to like what they was talking about. My bad, because like that was stupid what she said, and I just don't understand that. That's the part I ain't understand. But let's get back to it.
Fried his ass up, no trial, straight to the electric chair, and they bring him back the shooting. What are they doing? The shooting.
The South Carolina fire squad in South Carolina.
Extradite his ass to South Carolina and sit him on the firing squad. That is the only just result. I know the little boy survived. Thank Jesus for that. But I don't have any problems with the firing squad on his ass.
$10,000, Georgia. That dude almost killed a child.
Yeah, as a mother, it breaks my heart. I have 3 children, and I can't imagine how it would feel to learn that my children were out riding their bike and were shot. And the thing that really frustrates me with this case, well, I mean, there's layers. But you have Ryan, who is an Asian man. Let's address the anti-Blackness that exists in other minority groups. Let's address the fact that while everybody wants to lump us together and call us BIPOC.
Now, I got to say this. Yes, you have in every race, you have people who don't like a certain race. You know, so you have this stigma where all white people hate black people. Not all white people hate black people. It's just a certain percentage of. A majority of them do, and a majority of them feel a certain type of way about them. And then in the Mexican community, in the Asian community, you know, well, let me not say Mexican, let me say Hispanic community, because Hispanics broaden it a little bit more. But all types of groups don't like all types of groups, and it's mainly we catch the most hell. But as black people, we catch the most hell through anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we frustrated with. But like she said, yeah, that is true. We get hated on by every group, not just white people, by every group. Because they have a misunderstanding, misconception of who we are.
Kumbaya, all of the solidarity, which is great. Before that can really be authentic, we have to address the anti-Blackness that exists in other groups. That there are some people, Asian, Indigenous, Hispanic, who have the same white supremacist ideology and those stereotypes so deeply ingrained in them that they won't hesitate to shoot a little boy, right? And then when you look at the judicial system that allows this man to get out on a $10,000 bond, it's very, very clear how America values Black life. Or should I just be frank, how America does not value Black life.
Great.
Georgia said it. I mean, and by articulating that way and joining those two things together, it's very compelling. The two things being the idea of anti-Blackness. Everyone is not human life. There are no humans involved. I wasn't shooting a human being. I was shooting at a little threat. And then
I don't think that I don't agree with as no life. Like, nah. I believe a certain majority percent of the people who actually believe in the things that a man spills, not what the spirit tells them, but what man spills. So in my eyes, nah, Roland, chill out with that one, bro.
And the field of violence that is the United States of America, Senator Gilligan. In other words, this country is born in settler violence. And the only way you check that instinct is a fundamental restructuring. So what you're seeing is someone who has been indoctrinated in a culture of anti-Blackness, who has been empowered by a culture of violence to act out that anti-Blackness. In other words, in fact, the tragedy is this isn't an outlier story. Of course he got bail. You didn't shoot at a human being. And it's going to happen tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And one day we're going to remember what we did up until fairly recently, the last maybe 50 years or so, which is shoot back, baby. And then at that
I really just don't think everybody thinks that not human. I really just think that people look at when a black person gets shot by either the police or they get shot in the street or it's so common to hear somebody say that to you and about them, about really. And it frustrates you. It really does. It frustrates you, and sometimes it don't even frustrate you. You just hear it so much, you just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So for someone to sit here and
have decisions to make. This doesn't end well for anybody in this country because people are only going to take getting shot at so much before they start shooting back, and that's when you're going to find out half the people in the damn police force the other half. Don't call. In other words, this deteriorates. This is the deterioration of the society we just saw in that attack on that child.
Well, the outcry was tremendous, and as a result, people. Ryan Lee Wynn is back in custody. He was picked up. Go to my computer, please. He was picked up after his bail was increased to $100,000 during a hearing on Thursday. And so,
that is still
again,
not
the
enough.
video was captured as we
believe you me. I don't know, but China didn't take over Africa, buy Africa. I don't know if y'all know that. So while we've been over here, making sure that you got your nails done, got your hair done.
$2 on this and keep this going. Tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially at Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have, you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it. Please do, because this information may literally save your life.
watch Roland Martin daily at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Shit, black people as not human. Like, I just think don't give a fuck. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say nigga. I meant to say people don't give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, quiet ones. And let's care about us. Look at how much Black Lives Matter made. It wasn't just black people donating. It was a lot of people donating to Black Lives Matter because they believed in that slogan. I just looked at it, showing me his he's real. So I identify him as Yahweh. His real name. I'm not saying that people couldn't have gave him different names, or he went by different names in different times. He was maybe not. We don't know. Only thing we can is just trust in what he's saying, and you can hear it. You hear it because that little voice in your head that's telling you not to do that bad thing you was thinking about doing. Like you're going through some rough times and you know you're doing everything that you possibly can to make it, and a curveball just come in there and come get you. Like, oh, man, what I'm gonna do? Because I have those moments. I'm having those moments for real. Like, what am I gonna do? Oh my God, I'm tripping, yo. I thought I had it like this. It's not like this no more. It's like this now. And like, what, you know? And all I had to do was just listen, sit back and listen. What he say? He said, you doing the right thing. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. I'm gonna work it out for you. It's gonna come. And every time he showed me, and just keep pushing through No matter how many curveballs you get thrown at you, as long as you know you're doing the right thing and you're not harming nobody, you know, you're not lying, cheating, stealing, you're not doing anything bad. Whatever you put into this world is what you're going to get out. That's what you're going to get back. So if you ain't doing nothing to put positivity in this world, you get positive back. You put a whole bunch of negative energy in this world, you're going to get negative shit. Negative shit out in this world, I got it right back too. Sure did. Sure the fuck did. And it's like he tries to give, like God, Yahweh gives you chances. He gives you like chances to see where you went wrong. And one, forgive them, the person who wronged you, because he just put you in that same situation. And for two, if you can, apologize to that person. It's like when you apologize to that person for judging them, it's like repenting. Just in case, you know, just keep me covered, because I want to make it into heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched this video on YouTube. Here go another video. But man, I touched my soul so much. You know what? I'm gonna play it right. I sent it to my sister. Matter of fact, that'd be the fastest way. This is back in 2018. I think I ain't don't think I did do the same thing. You know, after I heard his message, and it's called wait. Damn, my bad. That was the damn commercial. Look at my high ass. Damn, son. Alright, so it's called Urgent Warning. God showed this man Judgment Day. So
me and Rob years podcast, and I suggest when you don't watch it, then to intercede, your house is in order when God comes, because no man knows the day or the hour. Because I had to do the same thing.
From YouTube clips and watching different out-of-box me, and it would blow away. So I found myself praying. I remember walking outside of my apartment, and I was walking back and forth with my eyes closed and just started praying. And I asked God, I said, Lord, if you give me an out-of-body experience, you know, I vow to share your word and to tell the people what I saw. You know, I expecting that God was going to respond back to that, because I was just praying out. I was just praying, you know, not actually looking for a response. And after that night, the next morning, that Thursday, October the 2nd, I had a dream. And my spirit left my body. It was like I was in my apartment and my spirit got pulled out of my body. And I would go in these different transits, bright color lights. It was white, like the best way I can explain it would be shoo, 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 all the different flashing lights. And I appeared before a blue sky with no clouds. It was like a blue place. No land, no trees, no grass, no water, nothing. There was nothing there but a blue atmosphere. And I would see this atmosphere goes millions of miles upon millions of miles where nothing existed. It was like nothing was hidden. Everything was before your eyes. You could see it. And we were clear kind of body form, some form of light, as you would refer to a soul or a spirit, and I could see through. It was so transparent, and in front of me was thousands among thousands similar to what I was, and thousands among thousands behind me, and I knew that it was some form of a soul. And in the middle of my chest were seeds, multiple seeds. I didn't know what they were for. And I realized that I was the only being that could actually move out of my place and look and observe, smell, taste, feel. All my senses were active at this point. And so, I began to look around and to observe the things that I saw, not knowing that this was a dream. I thought this was reality. I thought this was actually happening, and I looked forward, and there was this great shadow way in front of me, way at the end of the line. It was like 1,000 people in front of me, and there was a shadow, a great big shadow, but it had no detail. It was like as a vapor, and I could see that it was a shadow of something that was in the front. And I had many questions at this point in this dream, and out of nowhere, I heard these words: "Depart from me." And this galaxy, this portal, I don't know what to call it, on the right side of God, or Jesus Christ, whoever you decide to identify that spot of judgment, on the right side of him, there was this big portal that opened up, and there will be stones of fire. And normally, when you get a lighter and you cut it on, try to spark a flame, but instead of fire, it was stones, and they will leak out of this portal. And whoever that guy said, "Depart from me," flew down this place. And the stones were so hot that it would burn everybody outside of that portal. On the left side of our body or our form, it would burn us. And everybody would be like, "Ooh," like as if it was so cold or so hot, you would tell somebody to close that door. It's too cold. That's how hot it was. And the portal closed. And then he sent them so fast that the screams were late. I heard, like it was like, "Depart from me," and it closed up. Then the screams come, and it terrified me. And then out of nowhere, something snatched us up, like we moved up the line. And I began to think, I didn't understand where we was. I'm like, oh my God, maybe this is judgment. Yeah, I had many questions, and I would hear, "Depart me, depart me, depart from me," and all these different people will be sent to hell. And the part that scared me the most was the people that were getting judged. You could hear when God was talking to them, and you could hear everything they got judged from. So if somebody went to hell for something that you knew you struggled with in your life, you know where you were going. And so I'm just saying, people go, "Sit there, but I'm seeing the flame, and it's just constantly burning everybody outside that haven't been judged yet." And I could hear some of the people talking to God, and I remember there was a woman, blonde hair, and God was talking to her. He said, "I'm not judging you for what you put." 100,000 people were led astray by one of her Facebook posts. And he said their blood was on her hands. And I know he said, "Depart from me," and I'm talking about, I couldn't express how powerful his words were. It's as if he said, "Depart from me," and everything shook. And she said, "Great forth." And the port opened. And it was close. And the screen was so late. People, adultery, fornication, of so many different things that I could actually hear. And people in front of me were terrified because a lot of those people were struggling or went through the same situation, and they never repented. So 1,000, 1,000, sent here. They would go, they were flying. They was flying so fast, so fast. Because your life over the life. At this point, I'm like, okay, God, I did it. I did okay with it. So I forgive her. And he gave me her specific name. I'm not going to say it. He gave me her specific name. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. He asked me, why didn't I forgive her? I told her, why is it that you treat her like the situation all over again? And I'm like, God, but I did forgive her. He said, well, if you forgave her, why are those seeds still in your chest? And I looked down. I was like, oh my God. That's what those are for. Those are seeds of what he told me. He looked at me and said, you didn't forgive her. I didn't forgive you some of your sins. And I was like, oh my God. And he started telling me so many other things, and he ain't told me not one good thing yet. I think words can't grab how terrifying it is to look your creator face to face. And where there's nothing, there's nothing. Your thoughts are revealed before him. Your perception, how you feel, everything that you hosted in this is presented before him. And so, I got to a point where I didn't want to hear God no more. I was really turning my head because I was afraid that it's already. I was afraid as I turned my head, and he would just tell me I didn't do right, or I should have did better. And at this point, I knew I was going to hell. I knew it. I don't want to hear no more of it. My mind, I'm just really trying to imagine how hot hell is going to be. I'm like, oh my God, Lord, I have no more chance. I'm more terrified. I was more terrified than I can express. And so I turned my head, and at this point, I no longer wanted to hear what he had to say because I knew at this point, I was going to hell. And I would have my head turned, and out of nowhere, there was this one feeling that would come over the interface of my soul. And I would turn my head, it would go in slow motion, and the tears would fly from my face. And I looked at God, and I was looking at his judgment. What was going to be my judgment? And he looked at me, he said, face to face, you don't get it well done. You get it, you barely made it. And he stepped back and said, come. And at this point, I was so confused. I'm like, oh my God. And on the left side of God, heaven would open up, so soft, with brilliant lights. The colors were indescribable. Like colors I've never seen before in my life. It was so pretty, so pretty, so amazing. And the colors will blossom as they grow. And the heaven will open up so gentle. And I will walk toward that direction, and my hand would go in the portal. And when my hand went through, it got bigger. My arm went through, it got bigger. It was like I was growing into a mature state of a glorified body. And so my leg went through, and I got bigger. And you can see how big I got on the other side. And how my soul was being transformed into a glorified body. And my body would go through it, and only piece that was left behind was my leg. And right before my last foot got in, I woke up. The dream scared me so bad. I was underneath our living room table for hours. I was so terrified. I was terrified to move. I was terrified to do anything because I was afraid it was going to be added to my judgment. I thought that was the judgment. It didn't feel like a dream. I could feel, I could taste, I could tell you how it made me feel. Everything was so alive in the dream. And at that moment, I was asking God, why did you give me this dream? And the vow I made before I'm going to fulfill it. Now he's looking for my aid to be fulfilled. So that's why I'm here talking to you right now. Forgive. Let go.
And let God.
I couldn't describe how many people that allow for unforgiveness to grow in them, and it caused a bitterness, which caused them to do things that they got judged for. That thing caused them not to make it to heaven. I feel like I was the first one. Like it was thousands among thousands of people in front of me. That is scary to me. So today I encourage you. Get it right with God. Get it right with your fellow friends, your enemies, the church hurt that causes you to attack people in silence. Go get it right. Because hell is not worth it. God, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Believe that he died on the cross for your sins and my sins. And that he died, but he rose on the third day. Read the scripture and apply it to your life, so that when Jesus come back, he don't see your flesh, but he see his word. I encourage you today. Forgive. Watch it. Be blessed.
That was deep, yo. One thing I needed to hear that. That was what I needed to do, was forgive. You know. And now I'm on this journey where I have to put faith and trust in him and not in myself. You know, because he's proven time and time and time. No, I'm not asking you to do it. I'm asking you to ask me to do it and depend on me, because I am almighty, and I see why. I see why he is. You know, it made me smile because I know I was on this like in the early 2000s. Well, the tens. I say the tens. 2000. So I was on my grind, you know, and I always just thought it was me doing. And when I got hit by a car, it wasn't too bad, you know, the first time. It happened on Jonesboro Road at the McDonald's in Jonesboro, Georgia. I remember that shit. It was raining. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I believe this was 2014. It was raining. I went to the store because I ain't had no business getting what I was getting and bringing it inside that store. So, as I was coming back from the store, my manager let me go. And I was like, do I need to clock out? And she was like, nah, just go. So I was like, cool. That's what she wanted. And came back. Man, as I'm walking back. So there's the gas station, parking lot, McDonald's, and then Howard. And that was at Arby's at the time. Boy, I'm telling you, 2010 through 2013, 14. No, 2014. Through those years right there, I was making money. And then in 2014 is where everything changed. See, my favorite number seven. You know, in 2014 was the year it all happened. You know, like that's when my lessons, I believe, started. You know, so I mean, the reason why I like to identify Yahweh the way I do is because it is a Jewish name. I don't like to say Ish. I like to say Jew. So I don't like Ish. Put the Ish off, because that's Ish. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that go, like, Yahweh is a Jew name, and where is Jerusalem? In Israel, right? So when you say Israel slowly, it is real. Is real. But is real. Is real. Is real. Is real. Is real. Do you hear that? Yahweh, Jerusalem is real. It's not a mistake, yo. And then I feel like I met a couple of spawns of Satan in my life. There's one chick told me, she let me know that there was a place called Hell in Babylon, and Babylon is America. So when I looked it up, there's a couple places here labeled Hell, and it's like holy crickets. Yeah, man. Holy crickets, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Holy crickets. What? My mom said I need to stop cussing, so I do need to curb that, you know. And love your mother, love your fathers while they still here, man. Even if they ain't just sperm daddy, love them. You know, he was there for you. He made a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather sacrifice the bad things in my life than sacrifice all the good things that come to me. To be mean and evil to somebody who hurt me. I just smile, whatever. Keep it moving. But I'm go ahead and get up off of here because I'm ready to go smoke me a cigarette. But I do appreciate y'all taking time out to listen to these messages. Even though, you know, we not perfect, and he knows that. It's just if we can identify where we were not perfect before, he judges us. So judge yourself before you judge. I mean, I can be, you know, I can be, you know what I'm saying? And then ask him, man, what, give me an example. Oh, yeah, that may have happened. And, you know, hey, that's just how I felt. I do apologize if it did affect you. Like I said, an apology is like a repent, man. I believe in my name. And that's why I can't just let her K, you know. But my key to the error. And not to this, but her. I'm the key to the error. Like, hold on. That's why I made this right here. I made this because I am the key to this era right here we got. It's not perfect, but it's something. You know, I do art every now and again, you know. I just like whenever my mind goes with, I like to express myself and through words, through art, because I think words are artwork. How you use your words is very creative, right? So when you think creative too, so just when you even having a conversation with someone, so many different things, and I like it. You know, you can express yourself through, like I said, painting, videos, your smile, you know, your hands, you know, your face, like just like man, there's so many ways you can to create art. You know, so many ways, shapes, and forms you can create art, and that's why I named this video Gems Art because I'm a Gemini. My birthday was yesterday, but just I told myself, I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna try to do a video. I'm gonna try to do a video every day, and even if I don't even get one view, which I ain't got no views right now, but I'm gonna still keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just say, ain't even pushing. I just want to get some drop my chest on a video down here. Fuck it, why not? Alright, yo, I'm out. Please, I don't care how I look. I don't care what kind of clothes I got on, because I got me a job and I can eat. You know what I'm saying? So, I got me a bed, I got me a roof over my head. And, I'm so used to being in the hood, goddamn. I don't know how to have a nice neighborhood. But I'm just starting my life over, man. This is this. So, yeah, I'm gonna check in with y'all. Try to tomorrow. All right.